Selam YouTube, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerle beraber The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC'sine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Şimdi yeni bir bölgeye gelmiştik en son ve şimdi burada bir ceset varmış. Şimdi gidip o cesede bakacağız. O cesedi bulmaya gideceğiz. Nereye götürdülerse bizi oraya yönlendiriyor şu an. Harita. Navigasyon diyeyim. Da burada birazcık FPS düşüşleri oluyor.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Ne oluyor lan orada? Oy. Ne oldu lan burada?
Killed with a single blow. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred. By a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a fletter.
Vampir.
Bruxa. Gotta be. In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate. Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Orada. Vampir. Bu mu?
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Kimsin ki sen? Hop.
I cannot let you leave.
Woohoo! Ne yaptın lan? Hadi bitti canın, gel artık gel. Öldün çık. Öldün çık, tamam. Direkt güçlü mavi mutajen verdi bana. Direkt. Vay. Tezgahtaki öldürdüğü adamın neyi var? Neden bunu parçalamış?
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Kafayı incele.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death.
Eli bak keseye koymuş eli. Elini götürecekti. Yüzük vardı parmağında. Ona bakmamız lazım.
Sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Aynen, kopmuş eli incele.
Hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers.
Bir sürü soru işareti.
Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Burayı bir kontrol edeyim dedim de bir şey yokmuş. Yukarıya bir çıkalım bakalım. Ha, şampiyonadan bahsediyordu. Burada. Bir dakika. Bu bölgede çok fazla FPS düşüyor ama.
And her nuts, what a chop liver.
My eyes spy, if not boars. Where have your journeys taken you last?
Zırhçı varmış. Bakalım bakayım ne varmış zırhçıda.
A professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Neler imal edebiliyorsun? Merak ettim. Ustalık yapabiliyor musun? Mesela. Yapamıyorsun. Yok. Sen benim işimi görmezsin. Senin dükkanına bir girelim. Aa, arbelet. Pek bir şey yok. İyi param var ama ha. Sana ben bunu satayım. Şunu satayım. Bir onarım yapalım. Her şeyi onar. Tamam. Hadi gel bir de Gwent yapalım seninle biz. Senden bir yüzlük tokatlayayım ben. 50'lik. 50'sini biz veriyoruz nasıl olsa. Yeni karteli geldi zaten. Buradan güzel şeyler çıkar. Bir, iki. Tamam, 2 casusla başlayabilirim ya. Sende de var aynısından. Bundan var mı? Bundan 2 tane var ha. İyiymiş. Oyna bakalım. Tamam. Bunu atınca kavuran atacak kesin şimdi bir tane. Allah Allah. Tamam. Benim için problem yok. Pas geçebilirsin. Güzel. Casus kartı geldi. Evet. Bitti mi kartların yavrum? Ver bakayım. Ne vereceksin kart? Genç cinnetkar. Güvent destesi. Burada var mı o? Yok.
Good man. I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount.
Armor chromed and greft off-fluted.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Sende güzel şeyler var ama ha. Yani. Güzel eşyalarım var, sevdim. Sen de yetenekli değilsin. Hadi gel senle bir Gwent oynayalım biz, gel.
No, you're busy, but you up for a round of Gwent?
Nasıl yüzü gülüyor, gördün mü? Beni yeneceğini zannettiği için. İlk benim sıram. El çok iyi gelmedi ya. Memnun değilim bu elden. Geri zekalı. Salaksın ki. Hiçbir işe yaramaz o. Ekstradan bir kart daha alalım. Borazan geldi. Gelmese de olurdu. Seç, beğen, al. Seçmece bunlar. Al, bunu gönderdim. Hops. Aha. Haydi. Hop, al bakayım. Gönder gelsin. Al bunu. Canını okuyacağım var ya, yamultacağım seni, yamultacağım. Yamultacağım seni. Bana neden lider kartını kullandırtmadı oyun? Onu anlamadım.
What are your needs, master?
İyi oynuyorlar ama. Onu söyleyeyim. Güzel oynuyorlar. Bir önceki yerdeki gibi değiller. Skalika fırtınası neymiş? Buymuş. Çöp kart. Benim elime de gelmiş. Gereksiz kartın teki. Evet. Bu ne? Melezmiş bu. Tamam. Göreve gidelim artık. Abi bizimki burada. Komutan.
Need to speak to the Duchess urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
The tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Olgierd.
Master Richard, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Bunu diyeceğim.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmer story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree.
En mantıklı cevap buydu çocuklara verilebilecek.
Go find your parents.
Dünyanın iyi ve kötü yanları var yani. Her zaman iyi olursan da başına gelmeyen kalmaz.
If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Kolonya dökeyim ya.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw the spectacle of the sword of your anointed. There, a knight with a Shalmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd? Plain irresponsible. Let's go.
Gidelim bakalım şu düşesin yanına.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Bunun yayında drop da var ya. Ara ara drop giriyor. Sen o zırhla atlayana kadar ho. Ben işi hallettim aşağıda. Gel bakalım. Aa, bu sese göre mi hareket ediyor? Güzel vurdu. Bir daha vurdu. Ben de aptal gibi üstüne gidiyorum devamlı. Şimdi öbür kapandı. Buna hiçbir şey olmuyor. Bayağı sıkıntılı ya. Hüseyin işe yarar mı acaba? Element. Belki işe yarar. Bir deneyelim şansımızı. Yarıyor. Sanki. Evet, yarıyor. Yarıyor, güzel. Tamam. Yarıyor. Oh, dur bir dakika. Sakin. Hala araba gibi geldi, çarptı bize ya. Gene kapandı. Ha, bunu kendimize çekip duvara çarptıracağız. Ne yapıyorsun lan? Lan adamı öldürdü. Ya adam öldü ama. Dön kayıt noktasına dön. O adam muhtemelen hikayede önemli bir yer. De. Bir dakika. Var mı o? Aa bu. Direngen yağı işe yarıyormuş bunda. Ve ard işareti. Ard işareti pek işe yaramadı. Kaç kere denedim. Gene deneriz. Ard, direngen ve summon bombası. Tamam. Nerede bu direngen? Ya yanlış yaptım. Ya salak herif. Ya ölecek bu gene ya. Lan önünde durma şunun, durma. Şükür ya. Gerizekalı ölmeden öldürdük şunu. Zormuş ama. Öldürmesi zor. Bu saatten sonra beni yaratıklar kolay kolay öldüremez ama. Yanımda böyle birilerini veriyorlar, onlar ölüyor işte. Sıkıntı o.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed.
Öldür gitsin ya. Hayvanı burada bağlamışlar, acı çekiyor durmadan. Eğlence haline getirmişler. Öldürenin mali de gitsin. Acısı sona ersin. Hayvanın arkasına zincir şey bağlamışlar. Çam bağlamışlar.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your
Tamam.
Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial.
Allah Allah.
Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
İyi, hadi kontratı konuşalım. Ne dersem diyeyim, sen ikna olmayacaksın.
I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no.
Aa, Dandelion. O da mı gelecek?
Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him.
O buralı mı
If we could
yoksa?
turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Yani evet
Yes, Your
diyek.
Grace. The law of surprise, time honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco,
Aa,
and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll
Ev
not
verdiler.
purchase while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon.
görüntü niye bozuluyor ya?
Blows of great force.
So he died
Oyundan
suddenly,
kaynaklı da.
but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
İkinci kurban.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Kurbanların ikisi de nispeten yaşlı.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of
Ne
the
kadar değişik tuhaf
Nelson mentioned
şeyleriniz var.
something. Seemed excited to prance around
Bir
in
kocaman
a bunny costume. Not sure why.
Yaratıklarla
Hang on.
oyun oynuyorlar
Strange
arenada.
circumstances.
Sonra da çıkıp
Knight
tavşan avlamaya
plans to
gidiyorlar.
use The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To me, something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
Tamam. Orayı
You,
arasın.
Witcher, follow
Ben?
me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses.
Gene mi ata biniyoruz? Ne oldu lan?
Your Grace.
Majesteleri çıldırdı. Ata bineceğim diye eteğini mi yırttı o? Ne yaptı?
Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Ablam çılgın.
Hey! That is
Ne?
silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
İpek bu, dikkat et.
Geralt! Right like the wind!
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Sevdim ama ya.
Through town! Try
Ablam çılgın. Buranın şehri de burası mı?
God!
Güzelmiş ya burası. Çok Benim çok hoşuma gitti bu harita. Ama biraz FPS drop yiyor işte bu harita. Neden böyle? İnsan sayısını mı azaltsam, ne yapsam? At çekil yolumdan. Ablam benim atın şarjı bitiyor ama bak. Sen çok hızlı gidiyorsun. Hah tamam geldik.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
The famed witcher from the north.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there.
Ne o zaman?
See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Aynen İbrahim abi. Son DLC. Son DLC'ye geçtik.
Dark secrets takes you from the fairy tale that she...
Ah!
Yok abi ya, Sekiro oynamam. Yok ki bende Sekiro. Almadım. Şey yaparım. Yeni oyunlar geliyor abi zaten. Sekiro'yu oynayacak olsak da artık bir dahaki indirimde aldığım zaman oynarım. Da bilmiyorum, Sekiro bana göre çok sıkıntılı bir oyun. Ben PlayStation'da almıştım bir ara. Sonra sattım. Başkasına verdim yani. Ne geliyor? Abi 24'ünde şey gelecek işte. Forspoken gelecek. Elden Ring'i ne mi yaptım? Elden Ring bitti abi. Zamanında çok zaman geçti. Atı nasıl yakalayacağım ben?
Damn it.
Ha, ona bir ikram bulacağım önce.
Roach likes carrots. Maybe unicorn will too.
This is an outrage. An outrage. I know it's
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale.
all the same.
Tamam. Zaten bu anca biter abi o zamana ya. Ana koşamıyorum. Niye koşamıyor? Zıplayamıyorum da. Çok güzel. Ata kadar böyle yavaş yavaş gideceğiz. Vay abi, demodaki kadar kötü olacağını zannetmiyorum ben o oyunun ya. Demoda hiçbir şey yoktu ki.
That's my niece.
aches something horrible.
Aslında şey çok fazla.
What would you say to a delicious crunchy carrot?
Savaş yolları çok fazla. Al bakayım. Gel buraya. Tamam, yakaladık atı.
Easy.
At da güzelmiş ama ha.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
If one were to call a state courageous or coward, what the
Bilmiyorum ya.
Hold the Philip Sampono of Belhaven. Fire eater?
Hunter,
Quit fighting him.
Ha, ölmedim. İyi. Patlamaya da bilir ya. Bilmiyorum ki.
I'm under.
Sarı balığı bulmak için. Efsunger hislerini kullan.
What the places?
Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Bir nefes alayım. Bulduk.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon its heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bumbox wretch!
This ruins the game!
Disgraceful.
Düşeşin yanına dön. Dönelim. Bilmiyorum abi ya. Patlayacak kadar da kötü bir oyun çıkacağını zannetmiyorum ya. Oynanışta farklı şeyler var yani. Savaş dinamikleri, birçok büyü falan. Göreceğiz bakalım. Açık dünyasına bağlı biraz da. Ama bomboştu. Hiçbir şey yoktu ya. Ya DLC demişim. Demonun içi bomboştu. Hiçbir şey koymamışlar demoya.
Look to that spoon thief. Do something.
But your grace,
No buts.
I wish only...
Tamamdır.
Please, your grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Hikayesini görmedik abi. En basitinden. Belki hikayesi güzel çıkacak. Ana hikaye görevleri falan. Yani açık dünyayı doldurma işi zaten birkaç firma hariç kimse dolduramıyor. Açık dünya boş olacak zaten. Ne acaba bu ya? Kutsal bir mekan mı? Serçe 3 kez tekrarladı ötüşünü. Başıyla selamladı. Kutsal mekan ya.
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease.
Sera da aklıma geldi aslında. Kuş ötüşü dediğinden dolayı da.
Starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever, and it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks.
Serçe ve Ra'dan seraymış.
Let's go. Wait here.
Ya zaten ortaya bunun gibi bir oyun çıkmayacak. Veyahut bir RDR çıkmayacak. Çıksa Assassin's Creed'lerden hallice bir oyun çıkar en fazla. Ne çıkacak? Adam ölmüş bu arada, yetişemedik.
What the butch?
What was that?
Grafikler nasıl PS2 tadında ya? Allah Allah. PS3'tür o. 2 olamaz abi. Üçtür. 3 dese inanırım.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
Okuyacağım abi birazdan.
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Evet. Vampir.
I'll let you kill again.
Abicim sen ama biraz fazla güçlüsün ya. Abim sen güçlüsün ama benim de artık karakter halim falan çok iyi durumda. Beni dövemezsin. Yani hayvan gibi iksir içip geziyorum ben bak. Görüyorsun. Aa sen can dolduruyorsun. Doldurma bakayım onu. 1000 XP. Güzel. Kaçıyor. Ya da saldıracak. Geldi.
You want to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Ne oldu? O benim dostum dedi, önümüze atladı.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacular.
Kim bu Regis? Önceki oyunlarda var mıydı hatırlamıyorum.
Now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Nasıl iyileştin diyelim.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help from the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
10 yıldan sonra neden geri döndün diyelim.
It's no coincidence.
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlef. I fear he's become entangled, landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlef is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here, at least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlef is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Allah Allah.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vay be. Neden öldürmüş?
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Detlef an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Ne o zaman? Ne sinirlendirmiş olabilir?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here.
Hadi sen git git hadi. Git git.
We'll meet there.
Hadi git. Git sen. Vampir arkadaşımız var ha. Bunu bilmiyordum bak. Sesi düzelteceğim şimdi. Görüntüyü de düzelteceğim. Bir dakika. Bilgisayarda bir sıkıntı var. Kendi kendine USB'ler kopuyor. Sonra tekrardan bağlanıyor. Ve bunun sebebini bir türlü anlamadım. İbrahim abi sence neden olabilir? Senin bir fikrin var mı? Konu hakkında. Bir dakika, ses de yok. Sesi de düzelteceğim. Bir dakika. Umarım düzelmiştir. Güzeldi.
Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sus! We must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
En azından yayın kopmuyor. Benim bir meditasyon yapmam gerek. İksirim bitti. Üstümdeki iksir etkisi de geçmiş. Tamam. Şimdi şu karakterler kimmiş? Bir bakalım. Yeni karakterler geldi oyuna. Önce bir vampirlere bakacağım. Yüce vampirmiş bu. Bir Efsunger'in karşı karşıya gelebileceği en tehlikeli yaratık diyor. Tamam. Bu da gördüğümüz vampirlerden biriydi. Bruxala ve Corvo Bianca Bruxasi. Şu ana kadar gördüğümüz vampirler bunlardı. Bu. Allah Allah. Biriyi birlikte bulmak için yola çıkmışız. Sadık bir dostuymuş. Tamam, bu adama sonuna kadar güvenebiliriz. Trajik bir şekilde ölmüş. O zaman bu muhtemelen ya kitaplarda geçiyor bunun hikayesi. Çünkü film film demişim ben. Önceki oyunlarda hatırlamıyorum. Çünkü önceki oyunlarda Siri yoktu. Siri bildiğim kadarıyla kitaplarda var ve 3. oyunda var. Ana hikayede. Burada yukarıda sandık var, ona bir bakalım. Tamam. Bir şeye yaramaz da en azından satacak eşya. Oradan yukarı çıkamıyor muyum? Çıkıyorum. Buraya bir sandık falan saklayaydınız ya. Uğraşıp çıktık buraya kadar. Çıkış kapısı burası. Şuradan dışarı çıkalım artık. Dışarısı çok güzel ya. Valla renk paleti bu bölgenin mükemmelmiş. DLC'nin renk paleti bayıldım. Çok güzel bir renk paleti var buranın. Öyle. Şimdi YouTube için burası bölüm sonu olsun. Buradan sonrasını artık önümüzdeki bölümde devam ederiz. O zaman hepinize iyi günler. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın.